Alright, how's it going? Gonna be game 3 versus the Reds here. Third game of a 3-game series. Mets have lost the first two, hoping to salvage the third game and stay above 500. Trevor Bauer is currently Cincinnati's #1 pitcher, facing against New York Mets #2 pitcher Noah Syndergaard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the black uniform again today. And unfortunately, this was a rainy day. Rosario gets the day off. He's pretty tired. Judge Lowry. I think I'm going to play him at third base here. Let's see. He's a fielding 60, arm strength 73. I'm going to give Dominic Smith a start as well. Oh, I think I planned on playing Cano today. Yeah, let me do that. All right. Giving some of the bench players a chance here today. Nimmo still in center field. Lowry, the shortstop today. Conforto back and right. Alonso, he's running on fumes, but he's batting cleanup at first base. Dominic Smith gets to start in left field. Cano at second base. Nunez third base, and then Nito, the catcher. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Get your broom. Let's hope not.
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. The Reds vie for a key series sweep against a fellow wild card contender, and we'll have it for you next. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
So stepping in, Mark Payton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Mark Payton.
First pitch coming, here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 0 for 4. The 1-0. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, stand by here. Sorry about that.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here, ball 4.
Right
He'll become
there.
the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
A ball and no strikes. Winker, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, the pitch.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in the zone, or you just pitch around?
Swings and misses, throw down.
Yes.
Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the
Nice
first
throw
couple of
by
pitches,
Nito.
but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him in second.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Gloved by Lowry. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Reds go down quietly, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Trevor Bauer gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself. Good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Here's our lineup for today. Once again, a different look for the Mets lineup as they try and get something going and also give some of their starters some time off. So you have Lowry in there at shortstop and batting second, Smith in left field batting fifth, Cano at second base batting sixth, and Nunez at third base batting seventh. There's your lineup for the Reds. No changes there. Bauer on the mound. Yeah, Rosario is out of the lineup. Just he's tired, needs a day off. Bauer on the mound. 29 years old, former first round draft pick. 29 years old, out of California.
Third let go. It's a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A rainy afternoon, unfortunately. The skies are really dark.
Ball, that's it.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Ooh, that was hit well. Good crack of the bat, but you know, for a guy like Nimmo, that's tough to poke out dead center field.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry.
I forgot he went to
Here comes
Stanford.
the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Center
That's right,
fielder
Adam.
on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Bauer into his motion. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, this game was supposed to have been played on May 6th and an afternoon game. I looked at the weather for that day, and it was a rainy day.
Now here it comes.
So here's what you have.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home. For that and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
What an embarrassment. Sorry, I messed up there.
Still scoreless here on MLB Network.
I don't even want to see a replay of that.
As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather
down,
conditions.
And I looked up too late.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Refocus.
Yeah,
here.
Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen. You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Suarez has been a guy that thus far Mets
Moustakis.
pitching has been able to neutralize
high in the
this,
air out to center
series.
field. Nimmo is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Nick Castellanos now drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0.
I'm like trying to pitch quickly here, trying to get as much of this game in.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's
before a rain
now.
delay happens. Oh, come on. Look like
I'd be
across the
shocked
corner.
if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Swing and a miss on the 3-1 slider.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already
Change
2
up,
walks
close.
surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Come on.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
3 balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds. 3-1, here it is. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
All right, need to be careful here.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
Getting squeezed.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch down the first baseline. And it's fouled away.
Come on, let's get this guy out here.
Here's the 1-2.
Yeah.
Chased it in the dirt. Nito finds it. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Once again, the shift is on.
The windup and the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
2-2 the count. Here it comes. And 2 now.
It's a good eye.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4.
That knuckle curve, I thought it was going to duck back into the zone.
And don't forget, he
but,
lost his last
too
time
high.
out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So striding in, Dominic Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Nobody out, runner on first. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Whoa, that counts.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both the walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher.
I
He's
got
definitely
fooled there,
wondering,
but
where the heck was that pitch?
lucked out.
I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at his career totals, Cano is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
2 balls and a strike.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay in. Yeah.
Castellanos is there, and he has it for the out. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Set to get his day started, Eduardo Nunez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the stretch.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Missed with a knuckle curve there, and now it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
2 strikes now and a runner at first. Do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Settling in now, Tomas Nido. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch on its way.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. A ball and a strike.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Oh. Not the ideal
that's a tough
location
one.
for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Oh boy.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. This is on the ground.
Oh, no.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. To complete, scoreless here on MLB Network.
Neato.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Bauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Trevor Bauer.
Pitch on the way. No balls and one strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
101 miles an hour. It's a ball.
Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. Liner towards second.
Block.
And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Why am I giving up hits to the pitchers? God
hey,
damn
this
it.
is perfect
It's like the second
storm
game
right
in a row,
here. This
I think.
is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Hit hard.
Ramos is going to be back less than a week.
The 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way.
I'll
The
take it.
second, there's Cano. On to first, and they get the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So after this game, the Mets go on the road. They go to St. Louis for a 3-game series and then to Arizona for a 3-game series. Ramos won't be ready in time for the St. Louis series. But the
So base is
hope
empty now
is
after the
that
double
he will
play.
be activated
And next to bat will be the
before
outfielder,
Arizona.
Jesse Winker. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Third inning, no score to this point. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
With runners in scoring position this season, Votto brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And that's low, ball 4.
I'm walking too many people.
Digging in to try it again.
You have to be careful with Suarez
2 on,
here.
2 out for him here in the third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
In front of the changeup, and he
Gotta
can't keep
get
it
this
fair.
guy
2
out
strikes
here.
on him now.
Be careful with him. I know he hasn't been swinging the bat well and his timing has been off, but this is a hitter that you can't make a mistake to.
Here's the 0-2. Lifted into the air
made a
out towards
mistake.
center field.
But it'll stay in.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds
I got lucky.
it
was a bad pitch.
Coming up, no score.
It was a slider. It was supposed to be low and outside, and it stayed right in the zone. Missed my release point a little bit, but it was okay.
Bottom of the third now, and up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he popped him up. Suarez in foul ground. And this will land foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is taken, ball 3.
3-2.
And he misses with
All right.
ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Back to the top of the order now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses. 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Payoff pitch one more time. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Here's Jed Lowry now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This guy's a little wild.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes
right there.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. So he'll take a look at ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy.
Hey, make
He's
sure
thrown
you're
a bunch
live.
of
Make sure
pitches,
you
and
scroll
this
all the way
AB
to the
hasn't
right.
been any
Make sure you're
different.
watching live
Definitely
video.
laboring at the moment.
I think you might be watching something that happened a few minutes ago.
And he misses again. Ball four.
Right.
His control is really letting him down now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series. First pitch coming, here it is. Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation. But I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
From the stretch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3
Give
called.
me a break.
There are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
I mean, it's a good pitch. It's whatever.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the
72,
zone.
this will be his 73rd pitch. Still, the Mets with no hits.
The set and the 2-1.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. Mets leave them loaded.
Absolutely
we'll head to
pathetic.
the fourth, still scoreless.
Pathetic.
All set for the start of the inning. Next, the dangerous power threat, Mike Moustakas.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 2-1 home. Short, hit hard.
Grounded hard.
And that's the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Freddie.
Digging in now, Freddie Galvis. He drew a walk his first time up. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Fair to say.
All right.
Oh my goodness. These
Damn it, let's score
into
some
the
runs
box.
already.
Robinson
Or how about we get a hit?
Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Robinson. Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
Well, that was
this is right at him
hit really
in right
well,
field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Lays off 1-0. 2-0 to Eduardo Nunez. Nunez, former Red Sox, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
3-1. count now 3-2.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Popped up, Votto in foul ground, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
The catcher, number 3. Come on.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tomas Nido. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play.
Double play machine.
Second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Okay, I gotta take a break here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Ugh. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Come on.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose.
Curveball, strike 3 call.
Nasty.
He didn't like it, but there's the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Ball and a strike. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Come on.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Little chopper back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 34. Mark.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mark Payton. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats.
Nope, that's the ball.
Ball 1. Yeah, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, man. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Don't walk this guy.
Jesse Winker would be next. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
I want to face Winker.
No runs,
with
2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And that was taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And next to bat will be Jesse Winker. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit sharply on the ground. Cano has it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi.
Yeah, I probably should. Only 5 innings, though. But yeah, he's not going to be able to go much longer, so I guess I should pinch hit. Put in McNeil.
Jeff McNeil will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 6.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 2-1. And the pitch. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Drilled to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. So here's Brandon Nimmo. It was a walk in his last trip.
This has been a really unusual game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Walking batters left and right.
Grounded back up the middle.
High pitch count.
And there's out number 2.
And he's pitching a no-hitter. I mean, he's not going to go deep into this game, I don't think. But really, just such a bizarre situation
bases are empty
right now.
Here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Bauer sets his sights. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
I tell you, yep, these day games.
Now the pitch. He pulls
Hey,
this one into right.
First hit of the
game for the Mets.
Mets.
So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see that the Mets
Lowry with a solid base hit to right field.
Category. Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
He's going to take him out.
And he's going to make a change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, a weird game.
So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score.
And we still might have a rain delay here.
Takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 87, Jose De Leon.
Set and the pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Well, clearly not concerned about striking out.
Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Brad Brock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Votto. Now here's the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Outside, 3-0 now. Eugenio Suarez waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. He's set. Here it comes. Up and in for ball 1.
Yeah, how about throwing a strike? How about it? I don't know.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
The crowd goes wild after the first strike from Brock.
Bounce it to the left side, and Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
Now back, second base, Mike.
Now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
I need a double play here.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Come on, man. Need a double play.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
God damn it.
First and second here with nobody out. He's fallen behind down, 3-1.
This is ugly.
Not a
This
good
is
spot
ugly.
to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up. It hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good
did me a
job just to
favor
make
there.
contact. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Runner tag.
Will indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. But the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now.
Warm up
you have
a fresh
your
arm.
pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
Warming up Familia because he really relies on the sinker, and I need a ground ball. Oh, I mean, I have to pick a guy now? What's the deal? I had a 90-minute delay, so Familia should be ready. I don't understand this. I mean,
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Jerry Familia takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume.
This is ridiculous. So it shows that he's cold. Well, when was I supposed to warm him up? I mean, I didn't know the rain delay was going to occur, and then it did. It says, oh, the rain delay was 90 minutes. Do you want to keep your pitcher or put somebody else in? And it's like, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to say, oh, keep my pitcher, and then do a mound visit? I mean, in real life, I'm going to have Familia warming up already. But so now after the rain delay, it's as if I was completely unprepared, and I'm bringing in Familia with practically no warm-up. I mean, that's
Nicholas
ridiculous.
Castellanos will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. From the stretch.
Ball, that's out.
1-0 pitch on the way.
2 balls, no.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
3-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
There's a strike with the breaking ball.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
3-2 now. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's like hooked onto him.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Oh, man.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Freddie Galvis, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Started to go around there, and it cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. 2-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Here now the 2-2. Looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down.
Come on, man. Come on.
The 3-2 pitch in the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. In there for strike 1. In his career, Barnhart slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series.
Got to minimize the
point.
damage here.
That's what they've done to this guy so far.
A ball and no strikes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Reds 1 and the Mets nothing. Lucas Sims enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims. Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Yeah, that inning could have been a lot worse. It was ugly.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. Solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box, Dominic Smith.
Number 2.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Oh,
Good bounce back pitch there.
The way they were playing me.
Ball for the first out.
Oh,
The
man,
way they
you
were
can't
playing me
hit a
there, the
ball any
shift.
harder than that. I mean, this
Damn
ball
it.
gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Yeah,
Now at
that's
the plate,
true.
Robinson Cano.
Alonso's home run came one at bat too late.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Now here it comes. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Strike called, 2-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And that will hop over the wall
Ground
now.
rule
So
double.
be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there
Nice
because
try.
that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So now to the plate, Eduardo Nunez as he rips it on the ground to second. Fielded
Weak.
by Moustakas. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now back, the catcher, Tomas Nido.
Stepping up to the plate, Tomas Nido. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Well, on the bright side, Nido is not going to hit into a double play.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Too far out in front that
That was
time.
ball
He can't
3.
keep it fair, 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
What an asshole. I mean, it's 2 balls in a row.
And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. He's set the 3-2. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Pinch hitter.
Yoenis Cespedes. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strike. Here's the 1-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Brandon Nimmo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. But this one not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Dylan Betances is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mark Payton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Nimmo. On the warning track. He makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Now in the box, Jesse Winker. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And he fouls this one off. And a swing and a miss here, so it's 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Swing and a miss on the slurve.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Eugenio Suarez. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes.
Made him look
bad.
bad.
Will retire the side. Reds leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece.
I know he had big power numbers last year, but did Suarez?
Robert Stevenson.
Does he strike out a ton?
To take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
I've been able to strike him out a lot this series, it seems like. He's had, I think, multi-strikeout games every single one.
Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour.
Seth Lugo starts throwing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Outside, 2-1. Stevenson, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
3-1 to him now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Stopped by the post office to get stamps on the way to mailing in that swing.
Ball 4, come on.
Before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man,
189, that's a lot of strikeouts. So Suarez struck out 189
times. Gotta focus on getting that ground ball
2019.
now.
Lowry.
Riding in once
then again,
Jed Lowry, leadoff man on
the big
base,
200 strikeout number is not seen as much of an embarrassment as it once was, 20 years ago, and more.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and this one gets away.
I messed up. And
he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
I had my finger on the wrong button.
Now the 1-0.
God damn it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Whatever.
The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he is into second base with one away.
Man, what a mess.
Run.
At least I have a
Good
runner in
piece of
scoring
hitting there, but
position,
you
but
can't
still.
help wonder what might have been if the previous play didn't unfold like the way it did. If he doesn't get tagged out, he probably scores on that pretty easily. Instead, it's just a one-out double.
God, I can't believe that. All right, whatever. I got one out. I've got a runner in scoring position. I got my number 3 and number 4 hitters up. It's not the worst of situations. Let's wait for my pitch.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
From the belt, the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul.
Big at bat, big moment here for Alonso.
Now the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Runners are at first and second with one away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Dominic Smith is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike three.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike
What's going
guys
on,
out
man?
when they really need to. And
you only get hits with nobody on?
Really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, DiMaggio, those are numbers you don't see anymore. Those strikeouts. 369 strikeouts
count,
in 12
the
seasons.
pitch.
No, that's
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by
early.
much. High in the air out to center field.
It's nothing.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 2 left for the...
Just can't get anything going here.
For another shot now, Mike Moustakas will start us off in the 8th. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Count, 0-2. Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Come on.
2-2.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Come on.
Freddie Galvis waits on deck. Hit hard on the ground to short. Taken there by Lowry. And that's the 2nd out.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Standing in, Freddie Galvis. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
0-2 pitch.
And now a pitch on the way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
All right, with that, I'm going to take another bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Double switch.
Raisel Iglesias is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Phillip Ervin will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the
high ERA.
Double switch. So coming to the
And before this begins, in the bullpen, I'm going to start warming up. Diaz. My plan is to go to Diaz for the 9th inning.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's a rough pitch there. What a low-scoring series this has been.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course, with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games.
Damn.
Back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Now to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
It's not a pop-up.
The 0-1 delivery. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask
Iglesias,
for time.
a hard thrower with kind of that
man.
three-quarter or sidearm delivery.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Line to the right side.
Yeah!
That gets down. He's
That could go all the way to the wall. This is going to be 3.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
Woo! The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
I thought about going for home, but that would have been stupid.
Ready once again.
Oh, Nito. Oh, my God.
It was a walk in his last trip.
Just hit a damn fly ball, please. Something up in the zone.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Now the 1-0. Swing
A
and
blooper?
fly ball, but shallow. And that's
It
not gonna
falls! Oh, he doesn't score.
He comes through. It's a base hit. But he's
It's
safe at
understandable.
third as
It's
he's
understandable
able to
why he didn't
scramble
score.
back. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what
That's
the
fine.
Mets have remaining to choose from.
That, I mean, I was expecting that to be caught. It was hard to get a read off of it. All right, so a pinch hitter here. Marisnik, Rosario's tired. I can't use Rivera right now. J.D. Davis, I think, is my man.
J.D. Davis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, J.D. Davis.
Fastball just inside. One and 0 pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And
damn it.
He'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
So digging in now, Jed Lowry.
All right. Let's get some insurance.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
That's not
First pitch hack in here.
not
and that's
how
the
you do
first
it.
Strike. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
Count is 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up
line drive
2 as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 8 full. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Tucker Barnhart. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he'll strike out here yet again. It's
Triple digits.
Thus far, 4 strikeouts. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. And he lays off there, 1-0. Diaz is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there.
That was like shoestring.
Ready now, Mark Payton. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. He's set and the pitch. Now fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Oh, man.
Coming to the plate now, Jesse Winker. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0. Inside, ball 2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
2-0 pitch on the way.
3-0.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Aristides Aquino will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 44.
At the plate, Joey Votto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
The Reds down to their last strike.
Put it in the books.
So he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The New York Mets came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Dylan Betances
Claims the win out of the pen, his first. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Wow.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball
Wow.
game. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 14 men.
What a
on
game
base.
there. That was an interesting one.
For the Reds,
I
1
mean,
run
the Mets
on 3 hits,
could
no errors. They left 11 men on
could not
base.
get a hit this first half of the game. They were walking
Time of the ball game, 2
a
hours
lot.
and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon.
Well,
at
anyway,
Citi
let's
Field,
see the highlight reel.
41,922. The Mets.
It
thank you
starts
for your
off
continued
with,
support.
that's
And
the first
remind
hit of
you
the
to
game.
please
The
get
5th
those
inning,
big
Lowry with a clean single to right field. And it was right after that they pulled Bauer, the starting pitcher. This is Cincinnati's first run. Brock came in and walked Galvis. I think it was, no, it was Familia. Familia walked him, and the run scored. Brock was credited with that run. Then the next inning, Alonso hit a home run, solo home run to tie up the game. This was Smith ending the 7th inning with runners in scoring position, just a fly out. Here's the go-ahead run, a clean base hit to right field by Davis. The run scored. Mets take a 2-1 lead. Lowry almost continued the inning with a hard line drive, but it was right at Suarez. That ended the inning. Diaz came in for the save. He struck out Barnhart for the first out. And then with 2 outs, runners on first and second, and he gets Votto on a fastball high and outside to end the game. Here's the box score. Only 3 hits for Cincinnati. Such a low-scoring game, a low-scoring series. 2 more strikeouts for Suarez today, and a painful 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts for Tucker Barnhart. 12 strikeouts for Cincinnati Reds hitters. The lone RBI today for Cincinnati was the base on balls by Galvis with the bases loaded. There's the look at that line for Bauer. 4.2 innings pitched, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks in 4.2 innings, and it was after he gave up that 1 hit in the 5th inning that he was pulled. His pitch count, I think he ended the day with 99 pitches. So the Mets able to work deep into the count with him and get a lot of walks. They just weren't able to score off of him. And De Leon, Sims credited with the blown save. Stevenson came in and pitched effectively, but it was Iglesias giving up 3 hits and credited with the loss. So for the Mets, Lowry with 2 hits. And the RBI today, Alonso, and then Davis, the big pinch hit. It's 0 for 4 for, what was I going to say? No, it was 0 for 3 for Smith with 1 walk. Not a great day for him. His average sinking down to 346, still respectable, but he was hitting over 400 a few days ago. Obviously limited at bats. Nito with the bloop single towards the end of the game. He gets his average to 200, but Run was not able to score. Yeah, Syndergaard had 1 walk today as a hitter. Pitching line, it's a no decision for Syndergaard. 5 innings pitched, just 2 hits, 5 walks. Didn't have his best command. 5 strikeouts. We had the rain delay today. Brock gave up a run in relief. Familia wasn't that great with the 2 walks in .2 innings, but he was able to get out of it without giving up a run. He did walk a runner. That's how Brock's run scored, but he wasn't able to give up. He didn't give up one of his own runs. Betances pitched effectively today. 2 innings pitched in relief, and he walks away with the win. Diaz comes in, and with 2 outs in the 9th inning, things got a little dicey, but he was able to strike out Votto for the win, and he gets his 6th save of the season. Okay. So our next game is going to be in St. Louis. I might do it today. We'll see. But that's scheduled to be Waka versus Daniel Ponce de Leon. I'm going to advance the day. This is the off day. And I'm going to advance the day.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around.
Oh, Ramos is no longer injured. That's surprising. Okay. Alright, so I'll figure out how to set up my rosters here. Gonna have to option Rene
Happy
Rivera
Friday,
down,
baseball
AAA.
fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East,
I'll do that
Avisail
later.
Garcia collected a total of 4 driven in as the Brewers got the best of Miami 7-6.
How
He
the
currently
Tigers doing?
leads the
Whoa,
National
look at
League
that.
in triples.
2-game win streak.
The Nationals went deep 4 times as they
Okay.
took down the visiting Diamondbacks
Detroit making some moves.
18-2.
All right,
The Colorado
and,
Rockies held the
still in third
opposition
place
at
in
bay
the
with
NL
only
East.
4 hits as they
Facing
grabbed the
the
win against the visiting
Cardinals.
Reds 5-1. The Angels combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 9-5.
Hopefully the Mets
The
are
White
able to
Sox
get something
grabbed
done.
13 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Rays 8-4. The win was their 6th in a row. The Texas Rangers racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 9-7.
All right,
The Houston
so,
Astros got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Mariners 10-0. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
all right, so as of right now, it looks like it's going to be Waka facing against his former teammates, and Mets will try and keep the wins coming here and stay above 500. All right, so thanks for joining. It was a good win today. Wish the Mets had taken advantage of some more opportunities earlier in the game, but hey, still happy to come away with the win here, salvage the last game, and we'll see how things go on the road trip. Have a good one.